And Unit 1 is Unit 3. And Unit 2 is Unit 4 if we even get to it. And we're going to spend so much time in managing your money because all this stuff, half of you have no clue, because that's not important stuff to teach in high school. I'm very critical of what math they teach in high school, because in my opinion, they spend too much time on coaching you for the SAT and the whatever test you're supposed to take now, and less time on teaching you how to live in the real world. And I'm just a little bit quirky on that, because knowledge is power. And when you get out of high school, you're not taught the things that you need to have knowledge about. I agree with my daughter on that. She just graduated Clemson, and she's in history, and she just turns, she looks back and say, K through 12 was a joke. I mean, well, she mainly talks about high school. High school was a joke, because they even have classes, success strategies and stuff like that. They're just a joke. And I'm not, shut up, Hubert, shut up. But anyway, that's the outline. Now, why do you need the outline? 2 reasons you need the outline. One, if you're absent or you're not in class and I go over 3B, okay, if I went over 3B in the last class and you're absent for this class, then I'm probably, chances are, if I went over 3B in the last class, then that means I'm going to go over 3C. Or you can verify that with the videos on YouTube. I know, I'm a bastard. I'm taking all those excuses away from you. All right. If you send me an email or a text or a Teams message and say, Hubert, I was out yesterday, what did you go over? Will you get a reply back? No. I'm not going to send you, you're in college now, okay? You're an adult. You're supposed to be an adult, okay? You're supposed to be able to do things on your own, all right? If I teach 3B Friday, okay, and you missed Friday, or you're going to miss Monday, then if I taught 3B Friday, then chances are I'm going to teach 3C on Monday when you're going to miss. Now, what do you do that afternoon, Monday afternoon or Tuesday? You go to YouTube and you pull up the video from 103-10 2020, and you watch the last video posted, and that will be what I went over on the day you missed. That's how the outline and the YouTube videos work together, okay? If you're not smart enough to put those two together, then chances are you're not smart enough to be in the class, all right? And that's what they're for. So from here on out, if you send me a text and ask me what did I go over, you won't get a reply from me, because I'm not going to entertain that question. Okay? Now, don't take that the wrong way. Miss Stewart had me. Let's see, who else? Miss Miss Arabia. I'm sorry on the. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you something why I can't. Y'all see the 9 people right here? These 9 people, your names are there. But these people, I don't get to see their names. And those 2 people are just, they're in a black hole somewhere. I don't know. But here I have to hold my cursor on it, and it shows me who it is. Okay, so I'm having to do this. So if I'm trying to find students, I think this is Miss Arabia right here, I believe. There she is. Miss Arabia has had me before. I don't know who this is. Who is this? I don't know Mr. King, and I don't know these 2 people. I guess they're just in a black hole somewhere. Okay, so Miss Arabia and Miss Stewart. Anybody else had me before? Anybody? Okay, one word, Miss Stewart, to describe my class. One word. What is one word you would use to describe my class? Come on, you can do it. Mr. Arabia, you be thinking the same thing. What's one word to describe my class?
Fun.
Or 2 or 3 words. What?
Fun.
Fun?
If people interact.
If, yes.
Yeah.
If people interact. If we have a winged on a pickle class, then it's going to be very long and drawn out. Okay? And a lot of people say, well, Hubert, you're just asking for trouble. I have been teaching for 25 plus years. Do you know how many people that I've thrown out of my class? 3. And they were all, males between 17 and 25, which, no offense, guys, y'all are in a bad group there because y'all have issues, okay? So I had issues when I was 17 to 25, okay? 17 to 25, those are the guys that I had trouble with, okay? And I had to throw them out of class. I didn't throw them out of class. I just had security come get them out of class. But they were just not following directions. And that's the good thing about these virtual classes. You know, turn your mic off, turn your video off. You're not taking away from the class. Miss Arabia, what's one word to describe my class, or a couple of words? Well, she's back. She went back to sleep. Okay. So anyway.
Another fair.
What?
Fair.
Fair. Yeah, I had one student say responsive. I was like, wow, that's a big word, responsive. I was like, wow, I've never been called responsive before. Most males aren't. Most males are called, you know, secluded, you know, don't talk, don't communicate. But Miss Arabia, you still there? Did you think of a word? Yeah, she's eating breakfast. She probably at IHOP.
I think she only commented on the thing because she commented on the meeting chat thing.
I'm sorry, say again, Miss Gill.
She commented on the meeting chat thing. I don't think her microphone works.
Oh, okay. Let's look and see. Okay. Not stressful, but still challenging. Keep up with homework. Okay, good. That's a good answer, because a lot of y'all think that I'm a drill instructor the first day. But yeah, the first couple of days I am, because I'm trying to get information to you. And it's a very important information. That way you go through the semester and not have these stressful moments. Okay, so, but Miss Arabia, she's okay. And Mr. Stubenhofer, I hope I spelled that. I hope I said that right. Is my camera not working? I don't see you, but you're welcome to turn it on. Giordano, I love that name. Giordano. I love Italian names. Okay, I'll be quiet. I'm not Italian. I'm Scottish Irish. Yeah, I don't have red hair, but anyway. That's it. The outline tells you, and the reason I'm intertwining the outline with my class is because I believe in a 100% comfortable classroom. Okay, and that's why I make it a point to tell students my number one rule. What is my number one rule? My number one rule is I treat students the way I would want to be treated. Okay, that's my number one rule. And you know what? That rule has not done me wrong in 25 plus years. And other teachers say, how do you get your students to respond like they respond? I treat them like people, not subjects. I don't put myself on a pedestal like some of y'all do. I told them that. I don't make them, since I've been in college, you have to call me doctor. Whatever, okay? I've been in school. I've got a master's, so you got to call me master, like Master Jedi, okay? Whatever, okay? Yes. Yeah, you've been in college a long time, but don't get an ego about it. Leave the ego at the door. Anyway, that's one of my pet peeves. You call me Hubert. You call me McClure. You call me Mr. McClure. Don't call me Dr. McClure, because I ain't got no doctorate. I got a master's and about 20 hours toward a doctorate. But usually in education, the doctorate is for people that don't know how to teach and they go into administration. You know, usually there are some extenuating circumstances that good teachers usually go into administration. But where do the good teachers usually stay? In the classroom. Anyway, I'm not going to get on that. And they treat you like you're stupid. Some instructors teach you like you're stupid, and that's not true. For one thing, if you wasn't self-motivated and you wasn't smart, you wouldn't be in the college classroom setting. Okay? And I'm not taking away from people that don't go to college. There's people in my family that didn't go to college. But what I'm saying is that self-improvement is there. Okay? Unless somebody makes you go to school. And if they make you go to school, then that's a different story. But, I just treat students the way they need to be treated. I don't treat them like subjects. Cell phones and texting. This handout was written a long time ago for a classroom setting. So there's some things in here that really don't apply to y'all. The only thing I ask, if you're going to be disrespectful, if you're going to be loud, and if you're got a lot of things going on at home, okay, those three things, then just keep your mic muted and your video muted so that way people don't get distracted by what's going on. Okay? And that takes care of, basically, you read this. Some of it's old. Some of it doesn't apply to y'all. Deadheads and know-it-alls, that applies. Okay? The two people I do not respond to at all, very harshly, if I do, is deadheads and know-it-alls. Okay? Who's a deadhead? Well, that's the guy that shows up. Hey, what are we doing in class today? You're not cute. You're stupid. All right. And the know-it-alls is the people that created the space shuttle. All right. Some of y'all know, those people that just graduated high school and they created the space shuttle. Usually they're males, 17 to 25. But every once in a while you might get a female that thinks she knows it all, but not 17 through 25. They don't get to do that till after they're married. That's when they turn in to perfection. Okay. When they get married. All right. That's a joke. All right, so let's get out of that one. A little bit about me. Why do I do this? Well, that starts the comfortable setting. Have you ever been in a classroom that the teacher taught for an hour and you have no idea what their name is? That happens in college. That's not my class. My class, I don't work that way. All right. My class, the first day, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I don't tell you, I just put it on this, okay? All right, and I used to do an index card thing a long time ago, and we used to mix up the index cards, write down 5 things about yourself, and it was a kind of a psychological / community thing where you find that everybody has something in common with somebody else. I quit doing that because students screwed it up, and I just didn't feel like you had to explain stuff to them, so I just didn't. Well, I don't know why you need to know that information. Oh, whatever. Okay. What's your favorite color? I mean, that's the kind of questions I was asking. I had one person, I don't understand why you need to know my favorite color. Whatever. Anyway, snowflake, just go down the road. Anyway, so I did this because I did not want students to fill out information on themselves without me doing the same thing. So I just started doing this back a long time ago, and I've just never stopped because I think it's important for you to know a little bit about your instructor to form that perfect environment. Not perfect, but more comfortable environment. And I guarantee you, you'll go through my list, and there is something we have in common with each other. With everybody in this classroom, I guarantee you there's something on my list that you have in common with me. Okay? You might like some of the stuff I like down here. You may like, you may like Clemson. I like Clemson too. I graduated there. My favorite color is yellow, just like this yellow right here. Okay. There are things that we have in common, just like there's things that each one of you have in common. So anyway, there's a little bit about me. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. Let's see. The second most important is the spring academic calendar. especially this semester because everything's kind of messed up. Second page. I want you to get your phone out or your calendar out right now because I know some of y'all did not print this out. And what do you need to write down? Well, we are session A. Write that down. We are session A. So anything on this calendar, you've got to match it up with session A. The first thing you need to know is that January 25th, Monday, is the last day you can add a class. The last day to drop a class is the 27th, which is Wednesday. And I think that is with a refund. Okay. Go down here. Does anybody know what this is? Summer fall advising for currently enrolled students. That's called pre-registration. Why do we do pre-registration? Anybody want to take a guess? Write down February 22nd to March 22nd.
So we can get the classes that we want because they get taken up really fast.
They get full, exactly. And for some of you that don't know the saying and your parents didn't teach you, the early bird gets what?
The worm.
The worm. Okay. The students, I had three advisees that waited until the last minute and they couldn't get an English 101 or English 102 or Psychology 201 because they're all full. Okay. So if you don't believe cow horns will hook, they will hook. Classes will fill up. And you have a month to build your schedule from February 22nd to March 22nd. And on March 22nd, write this down, the computers will open up for you to register, March 22nd. So from February 22nd to March 22nd, you got to get with your advisor so that your advisor can unlock you so you can register on the 22nd. And in order to unlock you, they have to meet with you and see what classes you've picked to make sure you're not taking some underwater firefighting class that you're not going to need or that Clemson won't take or USC won't take. So you make sure you're taking the right classes. Because some of y'all can break an anvil with a banana when it comes to picking classes. Y'all pick some weird class and you try to send it to Clemson and they go, what the heck is this? And they won't take it. And then you get mad at us because you picked the wrong class. Okay. Let's go down to the other side. Spring break. Write that down. March 18th and 19th. So you won't be asking me when is spring break because I don't know. Half the time I ask y'all when are we out. Grades, last day of class is April 30th. So from here on out, if you ask me when's the last day of class, I'm going to honestly tell you I don't know because after today, I'm going to forget. So you need to write it down, April 30th. And grades are due on May 6th. So that means after May 6th, your teacher has to turn in your grade. So therefore, after May 6th, you can check for your posted grades. Now, in this class, you know what your grade is because of the grade book on MyLabs Plus, MyLabs Math. Now, right quick, I'm going to show you how to get to MyLabs Math right now. So if you want to follow along with me on Blackboard, do it, okay? This is how you register on MyLabs Math. I've got like 5 minutes. So I know some of y'all are going to self-combust and you're going to start doing the convulsions, but you're all right. Okay, hit Blackboard. This will only take six buttons that you have to push. Some of you, it will take 6 months, okay? Because for some reason, y'all just don't want to do things. I didn't say can't. I said you don't want to. All right, this is math what? I got to find it. They put, okay, why do I not use Blackboard? Because it's not user-friendly and it's down half the time. And usually it's down when you need it the most. So y'all are 103.10, correct? Okay, here's what your blackboard looks like. Notice I have nothing on it because I don't use it. The only thing I want you to turn to is My Labs Math right there. Click on it one time. That's your first click. The second click, click on My Labs Math again. The third click, go find your class, 103. Well, you won't have this, but you'll just have 103.10. And you hit View Course Materials. That's the third one. Or, yeah, I think third one. Fourth one, Launch Website. The fifth one, if you're following along with me, should ask you for permission and accept. I don't know. Somebody tell me if anybody's following along with me. Okay, you're not going to talk to me. Then the last one, the sixth one, is Open My Lab Master, the orange button. And that's it. You're registered into 103 My Labs Math. Now from here, you hit assignments, that's homework, and test. Nothing's assigned right now because we ain't done anything. E-text, grade book is your grade. E-text is your book online that you can print out page by page. Now let me go ahead and tell you about the book. You can use the old book, you can share a book, you can, use a book that's not even, that we don't use at Tri-County Tech. You're going to have to match up the material by title of the section, but that's up to you. Or you can buy a brand new book, or you can do the book online and print it out section by section. The point is, I don't really care what you use. Miss Ballou, I love that name, Ballou. Miss Ballou, what's your question?
So I tried to, when I go to my lab, it makes me re-log in and it keeps saying my password is wrong, but I used it last semester with the same
Try your
password.
T number with a capital T. Try
Okay,
that,
I'll try
see if that works and let me know.
Okay, I will.
All right, try
Thank you.
that and let me know before we get out of here, okay? Go ahead and put your hand down so that way I won't call you again. Now, if you want to talk and let me know again, put your hand back up. All right, and that's how you do that. And I'm going to go over this Monday. Oh, that's another thing. Monday, y'all are 103, so it don't matter. Y'all going, okay. I'm getting y'all mixed up with my 120s again. Okay, so that's it. So I'm going to stop now because some of y'all are going into convulsions, and that's fine. But let me go ahead and stop the presentation and stop the recording. We will go in.